Hey everybody, Ms. Dietrich here. We're taking a look at question number 20 from practice test 9. Shawnee read X pages of a 214-page book. Write an equation that represents the number of pages Y she has left to read. Now, whenever you find yourself confused, I'm going to suggest you just set up a t-table and put in some hypothetical values. Now, we have X and we have Y. And Y is how many she has left, right? Pages left. Let's label it. All right, so let's just think about this for just a moment. Let's say you had read 2 pages from this book. If you had read 2 pages from the book, and we think about how many pages would that be left, wouldn't that be 212 pages left? Pages left. And this would represent how many pages you've read. And this represents how many pages are in the book. Now, if we take what we have here and work it into our t-table, that's probably going to help us to write an equation because we do have to use X as our pages that were read, right? So that's this, right? Pages read is supposed to be the X. So if we kind of think about, the number 2 as our representation of pages read in our hypothetical example, and we know that we would get 212, what would we have? How do we go from here to here? And we have to work in this number. Well, wouldn't we be taking the 214 and subtracting the 2 to get the 212, right? Isn't this true? So how do I show, if it's not 2 but X, how do I show that as an equation? Well, I would still write the number 214. And I'm not subtracting 2, I'm subtracting some number of pages, which they want us to use X, and that's supposed to equal the Y. So our equation would end up being this right here, 214 minus X equals Y. Now, before you get too excited about it, it's a good idea to just, throw in some hypothetical values in your table to make sure that it makes sense. So let's say we read, how about 5 pages? Just make sure it works. If we have 214 pages and we've read 5 pages, how many would we have left? So does this work? And it appears to work if we use this idea of subtracting the X from the 214. So your equation is right here. 214 minus X equals Y.